What's good, y'all? Back with another NBA 2K mobile video, and in this video we're gonna be ranking the point guards. This is episode 1 of this mini series that I'll be doing, where I'll be ranking all positions in the game. Keep in mind, this is just based off of my personal experience and opinions based on the cards. And the rankings goes from never used, trash, not so good, good, almost great, and great. So let's get started. The first card that we got is Oscar Robertson. Oscar Robertson, I feel like his shot is pretty good. He have a pretty decent shot in the game, and his defense is also good. So I think I'll put him at almost great. Then we got Jeremy Lin. This card is trash. I've used it, it's trashed. And then we got Magic. My only complaint with Magic is his outside shot is terrible. So I'm gonna have to put Magic at almost great as well. You know what? I'm gonna move Oscar Robinson to great. I'm gonna move him to great. And then we got Steph Curry, of course, the man himself. I can't complain about this card, about Steph at all. His shot, I mean, at one point they did nerf his shot, but of course we know Steph is the greatest 3-point shot shooter of all time. So yeah, he's gonna have to go in great. And then we got Dame. My only complaint with Dame is his defense, and we know that. That's my only complaint with Dame, is his defense. So I'm gonna have to put Dame in the almost great just because of his defense. And we got Gary Payton. This is a tough one. I've used Gary before, but I can't put him as great. I'm gonna have to put him at almost great. And we got Gilbert Arenas. I'll put him as good. His defense is good and his shot is good, but I'm not putting him all the way up there as almost great or great. Then we got Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose don't have a jump shot. I mean, outside shot. He can shoot threes. I mean, twos and get to the rim, and his defense is good. So I'm gonna put him in the good slot. And who was this? Okay, so this next card, I can't see the name, but I don't think I ever used this card. So yeah, never used. Then we got Byron Davis. Byron also has a good shot, but I've barely used him like that, so I'm gonna just put him in a good slot. And then we got Kyrie, my favorite point guard in the game. If y'all don't know by now, Kyrie is my favorite point guard in the game. For sure. He's definitely my favorite. Right now, in this present moment, I think that Kyrie's shot is better than Steph's. That's just my personal opinion. I think that his shot is better than Steph in the game right now. That's just how I feel. So yeah, he's going in the great. And then we got Jerry West, the man himself, the logo. I love playing with Jerry West. I love his defense is good. He can get to the rim. He can shoot lights out as well. So he's definitely going in the great slot. And then we got Jalen Brunson. Not a fan of Jalen Brunson in this game. To me, I feel like his shot is not that solid. It's not that good. So, but his defense is alright. But so I guess I'm gonna put him in the not so good slot. To me, he's not trash, and I never. It's not that I never used him, but I wouldn't rank him that high, just because to me his shot is not that good. Like, I've been shooting bricks with him, and I'm not a Knicks fan. And then we got Steve Nash. Nash shot is, yeah, his shot is up there. I played with him a few times. I don't think his defense is that good to me. I could be wrong. As you can see, he has a 4 in defending right there on this card. So I'm gonna put him in the good slot. And then we got John Stockton. John Stockton is his shot is great too, but he's a small point guard, so I wouldn't like use him that much because his height is not that, he's not that tall. But so I'll have to put him in the good slot, just because his shot is, he got a pretty nice 3-point shot. I've used him a couple times now. Ja's shot is streaky in this game. His shot is streaky, like he got a streaky shot. So, but he can dunk and get to the rim. I'll put him in also the good slot. And then we got Isaiah Thomas. I love playing with Isaiah Thomas. I'm not gonna lie, I love playing with Isaiah Thomas. His shot is okay, support. I give his shot like probably 7.5, 8. But his defense is good for a small guard. So I'll have to put him. In the good slot, just because of his shot. His shot not being all that great. And then we got Jason Terry. Played with Jason Terry a couple times. His shot is pretty nice. I won't say he's trash, and I won't say he's not so good. I wouldn't go almost great or great either, so I guess he'll just have to go in the good slot. And then we got Luka. Luka's shot is on and off as well, but I love playing with Luka because he's one of the bigger point guards. So, and he can match up with Magic and the taller point guard. So I love playing with Luka. So I'll put him in the almost great. My only complaint with Luka is his shot. That's the only thing. Now we got James Harden at point guard. James Harden, he put shooting guard, point guard. So you'll probably see James Harden in the shooting guard episode as well. So I'll put James Harden. James Harden is another one of my favorite cards in this game. I love playing with him. So I'll put him in the great position just because I love playing with him. And then we got Darren Williams. Not so good. That's all I have to say. Not so good. I won't put him as trash or never used, but I'm not so good. Oh, we got Arenas twice, so we don't have to do that one. And then we got Chris Paul. Let's see where I put Chris Paul. Chris, his shot can be streaky too. I guess to me, it depends on how you build him. But he's also a smaller point guard. So I don't like using small point guards. That's just how I feel. Like I don't like using small point guards because it's just not my style of playing. But I'll put Chris in the good slot just because of his height. Matthew Dellavedova, he has a nice shot, but I can't put him in almost great or great. His shot is nice and his defense is nice, but I just can't rank him that high. So I guess he'll have to go in the good slot. I won't put him not so good because just like I said, because His shot is decent, but I can't rank him that high. So he's have to go in the not so good. Now Nick Van Exel, this is, like I said, this is my personal opinion. Not a really big fan of Nick Van Exel cards. So I mean, I've played with him, but just not my choice. So yeah, I'll put him in a not so good slot. And then we got De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox, his defense is, I love De'Aaron Fox defense in the game. In this game, he can defend, but his shot is very streaky, very streaky. Like it's either a make or a miss with him. It's not a guarantee. So I'll put De'Aaron, just because his defense is good, I'll put De'Aaron in the good slot as well. And then we got Devin Harris. This card is good. It used to be one of my favorite, and then he got hyped. It used to be one of my favorite cards playing in head to head. But I don't know if I can rank him that high in almost great or great. So I guess I'll have to go with good. Like I said, because of I'm basing this off of experience. So I guess I'll just have to put him in the because he's not trash, and he's definitely above not so good. So I have to, but I can't rank him that high because he's not one of my favorite point guards. So yeah, just have to go in the good slot. Then we got Mr. Big Shot himself, Chauncey Billups. I love playing with Chauncey. Chauncey's another one of my favorite point guards. So yeah, I'm gonna have to put him in the almost. I can't rank him in the great, but he's definitely up there for me. So I'm gonna put him in the almost great. And then we got Lou Williams. I think never really played with Lou Williams in this game. I won't say he's trashed, but I never really played with him, so I guess I'll rank him in the not so good. And then we got Sean Livingston. This card is trash to me. It's trash to me. That's all I have to say. And of course, we got Brody next. No, y'all know Russell Westbrook is another one. Is my favorite point guard in the NBA right now. I love Brody. To be honest, Brody's shot, he can be streaky too in this game in NBA 2K Mobile. He can be streaky as well. But being that his shot can be streaky, and I love his defense. He can defend too. So I can't rank him great, but because he's favorite and I love playing with Russell in this game, almost great. It's kind of like I'm being biased, but it's just based off of like my personal experience and opinion. Next we have Darius Garland. Darius Garland is solid. He's solid in this game. He is. He's solid in this game. His shot is pretty fair. I'm not ranking him that high, but he's pretty good. He's pretty solid. Pretty good point guard. So I put him in the good slot. And then we got Alex Caruso. Another good point guard. Good defender. Solid 3-point shot. Can get to the rim. So I'll put him in the good slot. And then we got Tyrese Halliburton. I love playing with Halliburton in this game too, but I'm not putting him all the way up there. I'm not putting him in great or almost great. So he'll go in the good slot. And then we got John Wall. I wish they will give us more John Wall cards in this game, even though he's not in the NBA, and I understand, But I kind of do wish they'll give us more John Wall cards. I think this winter card is from what, season 5 or something like that. Either one of those seasons, well, two to three seasons ago. So yeah, I love playing with John Wall. He's one of my favorite point guards to play with. But I just wish they'll give us more cards. But I'm not gonna rank him that high. The reason why I'm not gonna rank him that high is because he doesn't have enough cards in the game. So I'll put him in the good slot. And then we got Mike Conley. Mike Conley is another solid point guard as well. He can defend, he can shoot, get to the rim, pass. But he's not one of my favorite point guards, so he's gonna go in the slot, in the good slot. And then we got Trae Young. I think y'all be sleeping on Trae Young, bro. Just because he's not that tall, but I think that y'all be sleeping on Trae Young. Trae Young is actually good. He's definitely good. Definitely good. He can shoot, he can pass. And he be getting those rebounds too. Y'all be sleeping on Trae Young. Stop sleeping on Trae Young, man. But that's definitely not one of my favorite point guards, so in the good slot. And then we got Dennis Schroeder. I don't really think I've used Schroeder in this game, so he's gonna never use slot spot of what well, I never use this card. Then we got Ty Daniels. I used to love this card when the rookies team back then. I used to love playing with this card. I haven't played with him in a while though, so I'll probably put him in the good slot. Cause he used to be a lights out for me, so I'll put him in the good slot. And then we got Stephon Marbury trash card. Kemba Walker is another one of my favorite point guards as well, but he's not all the way up there. Kemba can defend. He can shoot. So yeah. Kyle Lowry. I haven't really played with Kyle like that in NBA 2K Mobile. Never really played with him like that. So I'll probably never use Kyle like that. Never used. And then we got Lonzo Ball. Never used Lonzo like that either. But I think I've heard people say that he's pretty decent. Well, that's their opinion, but not mine. But I've heard people say that he's pretty good. Where should I put him? Let's see. I'm gonna put just because I haven't used him. I'm gonna put him in a not so good slot, but that could change. That could change because then I could go back and test him out in the game, and that could definitely change. But I'm gonna put him in a not so good slot for now. I don't want to rank him that low because I've heard people say that he's good. Emmanuel Quickly. It's been a while since I've played with a card from Emmanuel Quickly. I've played with him a few times. Where do I put him though? I'm gonna have to put him in a not so good slot too as well. Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr is another good point guard. Only thing is he's a small point guard. He can shoot lights out too. So I'll have to put Steve Kerr. I'm not putting him. I'm not ranking him that high. So I'll have to go in the good slot as well. And then we got D Brown. D Brown. I think I've played with him a few times. Pretty solid point guard. Can shoot as well. so I'll put him in the good slot. And then we got Rajon Rondo, great defender. His shot is streaky as well. Not one of my favorite point guards, but he's pretty decent for a point guard in NBA 2K Mobile. So I'll put him in the good slot. And then we got DeJounte Murray. His defense is pretty good. I love playing with DeJounte as well. Shot, I'll give his shot probably like a 7.5. And I'll put him in the not so good, in the good slot, just because I've played with him. I'm ranking him that high. And then we got Earl Browns or whoever. Let me see who's this. Let me check who is this. Hold on, I'm checking to see who's that. I can't see the name. We got Earl Boykins. I never use this card, so he's have to go in the never use slot. And then who we got next? Let's see. The 2025. Who was that? He said player from New York. Earl Monroe. Never use Earl Monroe. And then we got Peyton Pritchard. Never use Peyton Pritchard. And who was this next? This from the rookies, season 7. So we're gonna go down. I'm checking to see the name so I can get the name right. Who was that? We got Rob Dillingham. Never use Rob Dillingham, so he'll go in a never use slot. And then we got Fred Van Fleet. Never use Fred in this game. And Vince, we got Gabe Vincent. This card is trash, bro. And I hate to do it. I hate to do that to Gabe, because Gabe was a pretty important part when he was with Miami. Say what you want, but he was a very intricate important piece. But my God, this card is trash. Just trash. And then we got Ben Simmons. Never use Ben Simmons. Never use Ben Simmons. So I'll put him in a never use slot. And then we got Jason Kidd. J Kidd is one of my favorite point guards. Of course, defending and shooting. But to me, his shot is, I'll give his shot like a 7. I'm not going that high. So I'll put him in the good slot. And then we got, who was this? We got Stephon Castle. Never use Stephon Castle. Okay, so I want to go back to this card. I'm going to have to scroll down. Give me a minute. I'm going to have to scroll down to see who this person is, because I can't see the name right there. Because I might have used that card, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Let me see if I can find it right quick. Give me a quick second. This is from that is from last season. All right, hold on. I'm scrolling. Trying to find it quick. Trying to find the team. Come on. Can't find it. All right. Let me see. Walt Frazier. Oh, that's who that was. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, I've played with this card. I just couldn't figure out who it was. So we're gonna move Walt Frazier from never used to the good slot, because I've used him before, and he's pretty dope. So we're gonna move him from the never used slot to the not so good slot. I mean, to the good slot, like I said. And yeah, like I said, these are just based on my personal experience and personal opinions on what I think about the cards and how they play. I mean, my experience and your experience can be different. I mean, if it is, just drop a comment, in the drop a comment in the comment section below of this video, and maybe we could have a little debate or whatever. But this is episode 1 of me ranking all positions in NBA 2K Mobile and what I think about the players and how I use them. So stay tuned for episode 2 coming up, soon in the near future. Can't tell you exactly when, but just stay tuned. And as always, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.